Look, it's 23rd MAP and we home, man. Let's cook. Hey, man, look, so today, no, I said so today, we got us some more Kendrick. All right, this is every shot that Kendrick took on his newest album, GNX. All right, so I guess he took a lot of shots. I know he took a few at Drake and a few at some others, right? Lil Wayne, Drake, Snoop. But maybe it's something that I've missed. I've heard the album probably about 87 times by now, but maybe it's something that I missed. All right, but let's get into it. Like button, sub button, let's cook.
Kendrick wasn't kidding when he said
headshot for the year
on his Euphoria diss earlier this year, and GNX proves it, dropping the album on the anniversary of one of the most infamous headshots in history, the JFK assassination, and then took this one last...
Damn, like how do y'all look? Bro, whoever like really studies that type of shit, y'all are amazing, right? I would, in a million years, would have never correlated that the day that he dropped the album was the day of the JFK. You know what I'm saying? That is insane. Some of y'all, man.
Infamous headshots in history, the JFK assassination, and then took this one last shot at Drake and his PDF file allegations.
Don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies.
But he didn't stop there. He broadened the scope of his disses to even more artists through the album's opening songs.
It used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural. Fuck everybody.
He reflects on his younger self idolizing the Carter 3, giving Wayne his props.
He used to bump the Carter 3, I held my rollie chain.
And it's a clear claim that he deserves a Super Bowl performance more than Wayne.
Irony, I think my hard work,
my Lil Wayne pound, whatever.
Just based on his hard work this year and at this stage of his career. I wouldn't really call this a diss, but it is a response to Wayne going on interviews saying
it's not a diss. It's almost like paying respect. Like Lil Wayne's the hardest working rapper of all time. Like that's no debate. He literally dropped over 100 and something songs in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. But Lil Wayne, talking about hard work, he is literally the definition of hard work. He was in the studio dropping nothing but mixtapes, banger after banger after banger, everybody feature. His run was incredible. Best features, best mixtapes, crazy albums. He was literally unstoppable, bro. Like the best rapper in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why Lil Wayne will always be one of my favorites, if not my GOAT in a sense. Just because of his consistency and his willingness to get in there, and because he can still out rap all you niggas. Like Lil Wayne can still rap, and yeah. So to me, I take it as a sign of respect. I guess the irony, I think my hard work, my Lil Wayne, you know what I mean, let Lil Wayne down, and that was a clever way. I was like the hardest working man. Maybe my hard work, you know what I'm saying? I love that line.
He was snubbed of the opportunity in his hometown. The Snoop Dogg shot is another standout moment. After Snoop reposted Drake's tailor-made diss, where Drake used AI Snoop Dogg to diss Kendrick, Kendrick finally fired back with
Snoop posted tailor-made, I prayed it was
edible.
Explaining why he wasn't at the pop-out, making it clear he doesn't forget when people switch sides on him, but he's also taking a shot blaming it on Snoop being high all the time. Kendrick also broadens his scope to address cultural disrespect, specifically targeting comedian Andrew Schultz.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman that's lost.
This line is a direct shot.
I thought he was talking about Gary Owens, but a lot of y'all corrected me and said it was about Andrew Schultz, which is understandable. Andrew be kind of crossing the line sometimes, but that's because some of your black friends, his black coworker, the one he has a podcast with, is Charlamagne the God. And Charlamagne the God don't really check him on shit, so he probably think he can get away with certain things, right? And if you get enough with when you get enough with you get away with your first couple of black jokes, and you think, okay, cool, green light. I can say as many as I want. I can be disrespectful as I want to. I'm a part of the culture, and then nobody's saying nothing, so clearly it's not wrong, right? If Charlamagne would have checked them years ago, it would never happen. But since y'all let all the shit slide and it's okay for you, I guess, Charlamagne, now the floodgates is open. And now he out here just talking spicy with no consequences because Charlamagne let me say it, then it should be cool. But yeah, anyway, I love that line too.
Schultz, who has faced criticism after making jokes at the expense of black women.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. They grow a beard.
The two niggas that's on the couch, the two black dudes, when they got on that podcast and they was laughing and giggling about all the black girl jokes, and I understand it's an uncomfortable situation, right? You're on their podcast, you don't want to ruffle no feathers, you just want to fit in. They're not from here, they're like from Europe. And so they got a lot of pushback as well. They numbers are so down now. They used to get millions of views, but if you check on their page now, it's literally like barely surviving, right? So essentially their career on YouTube and TikTok and all that is not the same ever since they did this interview. So it's wild work.
Because there's more cushion when they get out of
Kendrick isn't just airing grievances, he's setting boundaries. By saying that's law, the repeated phrase from Meet the Grams, he's adding to his ethical ground rules a point about respecting black women.
It was wolf tickets on sale till I silenced it.
Kendrick here references Drake's world tour for all the dogs, doubling the meaning of wolf tickets, a slang term for empty threats, and tying it into Drake's transformation from a wolf in his first-person shooter video, the song that started the whole beef. Kendrick also touches on Diddy's ongoing legal troubles, and the overall issue of sexual abuse in the industry.
Niggas cackling about while all of y'all is on trial.
While he's probably seen Diddy and others joke about their exploits, which Kendrick intentionally leaves blank here, similar to this moment of frustration on Watch the Party Die.
I wanna be empathetic, my heart like D1, but I will.
Kendrick paints a picture of an industry on the brink of collapse, where scandal is catching up with everyone. His antisocial behavior now seems prophetic.
Niggas thought that I was antisocial when I stayed inside of my house.
He saw the writing on the wall and stayed out of chaos.
Especially you're from LA, right? I'm from LA, and the thing is, we have the advantage from being from here, so we know what we should avoid off rip, right? I've been hearing about Diddy parties since I was in elementary, right? I swear to God, I'm not joking, right? I've been hearing about Diddy parties and how wild they are since I was in elementary, bro. I'm not joking. So if you're from LA, you heard about Diddy and how he get down out here, so you already knew, right? And if you don't want to be corrupted by the industry, don't attend industry events. Why do you need the network, right? Let your music speak for itself. But I get it. Like, a lot of people from different parts of the world, whether it's Kentucky, Milwaukee, they get them glitz and the glam. They get invited to a Diddy party, and they assholes light up. You feel me? They get excited about being a part of something so monumental, and it's great, right? Like, oh, I made it. I'm going to Hollywood and Diddy party. Hollywood to us ain't shit but a bum ass street, right? It's like literally nothing. It's just Hollywood ain't nothing, but you know what I'm saying? It's filled with bums. It's dirty as hell. Nobody actually goes to Hollywood. But if you're from out of town, you think Hollywood is paradise, but it ain't. You feel me? Hollywood is the worst. It's terrible. But luckily he was smart enough, and it's all about your team around you. Kept him out of that bullshit. He kept himself out of there, and he stayed true to himself and stayed around his loved ones, which is the best way to be.
Better off to having one woman, everything tricky right now.
Referencing Cat Williams' prediction that everyone involved in this side of the industry was going down soon.
Make Cat Williams and them proud.
Towards the end of the album, we get Kendrick's Heart Part 6, a love letter to his TDE roots and the legacy that he's built. Kendrick doesn't even bother engaging directly with the Drake diss of the same name, which speaks volumes. Instead, he reminds us of the party's inevitable end.
Okay, fuck your hip-hop. I watch the party just die.
This album is a declaration that the old guard of rap is crumbling while Kendrick still stands at the top. In GNX, Kendrick doesn't just take shots, he rewrites the rules of engagement. Whether it's Drake, Wayne, Snoop, or Diddy, Kendrick delivers the headshots he promised, but this album isn't all about the disses. There are personal and storytelling moments littered throughout, so I have my full album breakdown coming up next.
I'm chillin' bumpin' Anita Baker.
Riding in my GNX with Anita Baker.
That was a good breakdown, man. I love the fact that he was on that album Talking Spike. That album was so good. If you have not checked out that Kendrick Lamar GNX album, please go check it out. It is nothing but slappers on there, and it's a well-rounded album, bro. Whacked Out Murals, then you got Pop, Squabble Up, you got Some TV Off, you got Man at the Garden. That album is fire. Like, I don't know what niggas, all the ones who say the album is ass, please tell me an album that's been better than that album this year. Let me know so I can smack the dog out you, my nigga. You crazy. If you think something is better than that album this year, you wildin'. Point it, let me see it. Anyway, like button, sub button, phenomenal album. I'm gonna see you boys soon. Kingston, Majesty. Hey.